By the show of hands, how many of you went to the Dark Knight's Metal Midnight release last night? Anybody? Anyone? Would you? Me personally? No. Stay tuned for the haul, everybody. Fans, welcome back to Comic Frontline. I'm Mike Spider Slayer, and welcome to Spider Slayer's Haul, episode number 279. This is the video series where each and every week I show you guys the comic books that I picked up for the week. Now, I didn't do one last week, and the only video I'm going to do this week is the haul. But if you guys are expecting video reviews and my return to the channel, be ready by Monday as I make my fall return and my new series come out and my returning series return. So stay tuned for that. But enough of that mumble jumbo nonsense. Let's talk about the comics that I picked up at the store this week. So we got the cool Dark Knight's metal bag, you know, really advertising it recently. And yeah, let me show you the books that I picked up. So here we go. Bags on the floor. That's actually a third bag on the floor. That's on the ground, along with a water bottle. So, the first thing that I picked up is Invincible issue number 139. We are now on part 7 of 12. It's hard to believe that we are on part 7 of this last story arc. When this series goes, I'll be definitely disappointed. Very gruesome cover here. I think that was the girl that actually raped Mark, if I remember correctly, or it could be someone completely different, but it looks like her. But a lot of the Viltrumites look the same anyway. But really good to see, you know, what's going to happen in the series and how it's going to conclude. So this is Invincible, issue number 139. Speaking about Robert Kirkman, what do you guys think about the whole Walking Dead possibly moving, maybe going to Amazon, and Kirkman suing and all that other crazy stuff? Is he in the right? Is he in the wrong? What do you guys think? Next, we have X-Men Blue, issue number 9. Love the ending of this issue as we wound up getting to see Polaris wind up showing up in this one, which I thought was really cool. And this series has been like that up and down type of series. And this is cool as you get to see the opening page as they're doing battle with each other. Havoc and Polaris, so I think that's really awesome. I like the way this book is drawn. It's been a little bit inconsistent, but overall, it's been a solid read, and I think Cullen Bunn has been doing a pretty good job on it. So, and again, it's still tying into, of course, Secret Empire. So this is X-Men Blue, issue number 9. All right, next, talking about another X-Men book. This is Astonishing X-Men, issue number 2. I like this cover as they're looks like they're sitting at a movie theater and all in skulls. I think that's awesome. And they're doing battle against, I guess it looks like they're coming across the Shadow King in this book, and you wind up seeing Professor X at the end of the last issue. The art is very dark. It's Dedato's artwork, which I like, but his art is a very acquiring taste. You know, it fits in Old Man Logan. In this book with X-Men, Astonishing X-Men, you're going to see that it's very dark. But it's going to probably fit because it has to do with a creature like the Shadow King. So, interesting. We'll see where this one goes. This is issue number 2. All right, next, we have the conclusion to probably my favorite story arc of the year, and that's a Totally Awesome Hulk, issue number 22. Last we left off, we had Amadeus. He's kind of freaking out because he feels like all these mutants are trying to take innocent lives, and that's not what he wants. But in the meantime, we wind up seeing this Wolverine Hulk explode from the test tube, and it looks like he's going to kill everybody. And so all hell is breaking loose at the conclusion of the last issue. But this will be very interesting to see how this one concludes. And for me, this is the crossover event of the year for me when it comes to Marvel Comics, and I never anticipated this one to be so entertaining, but it's been really well done. So this is Totally Awesome Hulk, issue number 22. And what are you guys thinking about these Generation one-shots? Do you feel that they've been worth the money for you? Have you been able to get a deal for them? I thought that the Jean Grey one was a much improved book. We'll see where it goes. All right, next is the Amazing Spider-Man Renew Your Vows, issue number 10. Love the cover here as we get to see Norman Osborn Jr. Playing with like dolls, and his dad is like cutting off his action figure's head, and it's pretty cool. And then you get to see Annie Mae swinging into the background, so that's really awesome too. Amazing Spider-Man Renew Your Vows has been a really good series. Here's an opening page of the artwork here as you get to see a classic battle here between Spider-Man and good old Lizard. And that's what I look forward to when I read this series. Even though it has new elements and it's in a different universe, I love the old style of Spider-Man, his banter and everything else. And it's fun that he teams up with the family. So Amazing Spider-Man, Renew Your Vows, issue number 10. All right. Spider-Man 2, issue number 2. Taskmaster, Spider-Man, Miles Morales. That's what's going on in this issue. At least that's what I got based off of the last issue, because you wind up getting to see Taskmaster. Now, Taskmaster here looks completely different. So, is this an ultimate version of him? I don't know. But we'll see what happens in this particular book. They come face to face with him, and they're just like standing there, not like really looking at what's going on. They're kind of like, And check out his sword. It's not like a sword, it's like a sickle. You can cut off someone's neck with it. It's pretty intense. But that's Spider-Man 2, issue 2. Next we have, speaking of Generations, we have Generations, All New Wolverine and Wolverine. So we're getting to see these two team up with each other. We've seen it before, but with Old Man Logan and Laura, and as of late. And so we'll see what this story has. Like I said, I liked the Jean Grey one. I didn't like the Hulk one. We'll see where the Wolverine stands. Here it looks like they're doing battle against the Hands, and when you look at the opening artwork in this particular book. So that's pretty cool. I want to see their interactions together with each other, see where that one goes. Again, they're one-shots. I probably would never pay $4.99 for them, as their cost is on the cover. I've been paying $2.99 for this. So, again, All New Wolverine, issue number 1. Overall, today, this week's comics, I only paid $21 for, because I had a ton of store credit. So, hey, can't beat it. Next is a book that I've been debating on dropping for the longest time, but I think we're getting Tony Stark coming back soon, and this is Invincible Iron Man, issue number 10. The last issue I liked. Issue 9 was fun, it was entertaining, but overall I felt that this series has been quite boring, hasn't really gone nowhere. I have nothing against Riri Williams, I just feel like Bendis is not really doing very much. Oh, let me make her stand on, undecided to where she wants to be. Does she want to be on her own? Does she want to be the Avengers? Does she want to be part of the Champions? I don't know. So we're just going to make that a cliffhanger for 10 issues or so. I don't know. We'll see where this one goes. So, Invincible Iron Man, issue number 10. Next, we go on to Batman, issue number, I think we're on issue number 29. This is the Jokes and Riddles storyline that's going on. I've been enjoying that one. I didn't like this cover. I wanted the other cover. However, that comic, for some reason, that particular cover was only one cover left, and it was like all beat up on the rack, so I had to go with this one. Tear. So anyway, we'll see what happens in this part of the story, and so this is issue number 29. Speaking of another DC comic book, we have Green Lanterns, issue number 29, as we see the first 7 of the Lanterns. And Jessica Cruz really stood out in this last issue as she's trying to take lead of this mini Green Lantern Corps. And she had to, because if she didn't, she probably would have been dead now. Same with Simon Baz. I feel that the artwork is always gorgeous in this book. The colors are great. Look at this opening page between Baz and that Lion Lantern. It's really pretty much a gorgeous looking book most of the time, and I love reading it. It's very entertaining. This series has improved so much since the opening issue. Hard to believe 28 issues ago. So this is Green Lanterns issue number 29. All right. Next, from DC, we wind up having Injustice 2, issue number 8. Last issue was one of my favorite issues because we wound up getting to see these two get married, which I thought was really cool. The kids wound up getting kidnapped. It was a very intense issue. Tom Taylor really knows how to create emotion through his characters. The artwork's been solid. They take Alfred and they put him in a Lazarus pit, and now it looks like they're going to resurrect him, which I think maybe that's him there. He's like some skeleton or whatnot. I don't know what's going to happen in this issue, but I'm very much looking forward to it. So that's Injustice 2, issue number 8. All right, next from DC Comics, we have Superman, issue number 29, a minute longer. And here it goes back to Superman being a Yellow Lantern once again. How he goes back into that, I'm not sure. I know we dealt with a story at the end of the New 52 where he was a Yellow Lantern, and there was a whole bunch of all the other heroes were Yellow Lanterns. So I don't know if it kind of revisits that story or goes back to that story. I'm not really too sure. We'll see what happens there. But this is Superman issue number 29. Let's see if I can get any artwork pages in here to show for you. And so far it shows him as a Yellow Lantern, but he's not a Yellow Lantern yet. So I don't know. We'll see what happens. So Superman issue number 29. Excuse me. Still trying to battle a cold too. And then last but not least, we have Dark Knight's Metal. This is issue number 1. Probably the most highly anticipated book of the week. Pretty nice looking cover here. It's very black, very dark, and you get to see like our Justice League members there. I love like the metal, you know, font and whatnot. And there was another cover that came out, which was that midnight release cover, and then there was a Wonder Woman variant as well. Pretty interesting cover right here. I have not read the book. I have not seen any spoilers yet, so I'm interested to see where this book goes and where this story goes. Excuse me. So that's Dark Knight's Metal, issue number 1. And then last but not least, the deal of the day, the trade of the day, was Fall of Mutants X-Men. I got it for the hot price of $10.99, as it usually retails for $34.99. So I was very excited to add that to my trade collection as well. And again, all these comics and this trade I paid $21 for, so you can't beat that. So it does pay off to go to the comic shop and be I guess a customer that, you know, is very loyal, and then the comic store repays you back. So there you guys have it. There is the haul for the week. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Now it's your turn in the comments below. Excuse me. To tell me which comics you picked up for the week and which ones you're excited for. And again, guys, check out Comic Frontline Live every Tuesday night. Starts 9:30, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you haven't, subscribe. Also, like our channel on Facebook. And guys, look for my return, once again, full return, starting next Monday. So again, guys, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in that next comic book review. Take care, everyone. Bye.